We continue to wait and see of the Broncos' big three players that want new deals. I guess you could put John Franklin Myers in there as well, but let's focus on the big three who are going to get the three bigger contracts. You're talking about Nik Bonitto, Zach Allen, or Courtland Sutton. I want to go at it this way. Of those three guys, which player signed to a new deal do you think comes with the fewest risk involved?
The fewest.
The fewest, meaning you can feel the best about getting the most out of the deal you give that player. Stoke?
Zach Allen.
Without hesitation.
Yeah, I just think that, he's – you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a guy with a high motor, a guy that's going to make plays, and a guy that's been pretty durable. So I would say Zach Allen for me.
The fact that he's getting up there in age as a defensive lineman, if the
what is getting up there in age? How old?
When the fall happens, is it very fast? Is it a sharp decline? Well, I mean, you're talking about somebody who is, as of right now, will be entering his age. What, 20? He'll be turning 28
27?
That's
He'll
it?
be turning
Oh,
28.
gosh, no.
No.
No concern
Prime?
at all. Right.
Prime?
Yes.
Okay,
Prime.
so
Exactly.
Zach Allen.
Yeah.
Zach Allen for
fewest
me.
risk. Okay, Mark, how about you?
Yeah. Even though he was quite mean to me recently, I'm going to agree with Stokley and say that I think it's Zach Allen. Without question, he is the guy to me that you look at right now and you say, man, that guy's got the biggest upside. He's got huge, it's proven. He's done it multiple. He did it in Arizona. That's why he got the big contract here. He's done it 2 years in a row here. So that guy, there's not really any risk. There's not any, gosh, we really like to see one more year of production before we give him the money. No, that guy has done it. He's proven to be that dude. So, yeah, he would be the guy that I would jump on right now.
Who would be number – oh, what? You got something?
Did we just become best friends?
Mark.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what
We're
this
back.
means? You know what this means?
Hug it out.
You know what this means?
What's that?
Gang up on Evans
Yes.
time.
Yes.
It's a good call.
Collusion.
It's a good call. Collusion.
Are we the NFL owners?
I enjoyed just getting to say it was like a great tennis match. It was like watching Djokovic and Nadal or Alcaraz go at it. You know, just watching back and forth. You guys exchange insults. Now I think I'm going to get targeted. Who would be number 2 on your list of those three that would sign him to a new deal and you get the fewest risk?
Now we're talking about
Bonitto, Allen, and Sutton.
and Sutton. Who would be number 2? Do you not have John Franklin Myers in there?
I left him off.
You left him off. Yeah. Okay, just checking. I'm going to go with Courtland Sutton. He's done it for longer. And you know what you're going to get from him. He's a veteran in this league. I just worry about a guy when I look at Bonitto that, it's a one-hit wonder. Now, he's gotten better every year, and he was unbelievable last year. He was. But I've seen it at that level for 1 year. We know what we're getting with Courtland Sutton. It's not Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. I got it. I think we all understand that. But he's a really good wide receiver, and he's a really good fit for the Broncos. So I would say Sutton for me at number 2.
Stank?
I think I would go the opposite. I go Bonitto at number 2. And I'm with Stoke. Courtland Sutton is a really good player. Courtland Sutton is solid. You know what you're going to get out of him. But I think the premium at the pass rush, your premium player right there, pass rush, a young guy that feels to me like he's going to take that next step. I just think he is the guy that I would probably focus on and say, hey, man, Courtland's getting older. He's been around for a while. We'll do another incentive deal, whatever. I just think the long-term deal goes to the young player who is still ascending and had just a remarkable season last year.
You've talked about this before, Mark, and I get what you're saying. Get out ahead of the market with young players like this so that you're not overpaying and playing catch-up. I get all that, but there is also that element of, as you've been talking about with both Zach Allen and Courtland Sutton, there's a track record there. There's a resume there. There's a level of performance that's been proven out for a while now that is solid, that you can kind of expect. And With Bonitto, I think I would trade the opportunity to get out ahead and maybe save a few dollars now and wait and see and make sure that this guy is legit and is here to stay before I go give him a big deal.
Okay, well, that would be your mistake, but
Okay.
Well, I mean,
you're entitled to make a
Mark,
mistake or
See,
two.
it's begun.
No, I mean, I agree with Evans here in this case.
Maybe it hasn't.
Because, I don't want to go down the Russell Wilson situation again. You know, I don't want a bad contract, and I don't think it's gonna be. But I just need to see it again. You know, this guy, it's not like it's Micah Parsons. I get what you're saying, Mark. You want to get out in front of these guys. He's not Myles Garrett or T.J. Watt. He's a sending player who had his best year last year. But I want to see it again, and then I'll pay him, and then I'll pay him, and maybe it costs me a little bit more. Now, if you're talking about a guy like Micah Parsons, yeah, you want to try to get out in front of that as early as possible because it is, to Mark's point, it's going to cost you more in the long run.
Did we just become best friends?
Yes.
I totally get that. Again, what part of this whole discussion is what are you going to pay Courtland? Like, you're not giving Courtland, like, you can give him a good deal, but you can't give him like one of the top notch deals.
No.
You think Courtland cracks the top 100?
Oh,
You think he's voted in by players?
What other?
Because we've already gone 9, so he's going to be.
No.
What do they release?
No, he doesn't make. No, he doesn't.
So they're already down into the 80s, right?
Yeah,
Are
they're
they
like 88. They're going to be doing it kind of in.
But
Mark,
Mark, what does that even mean? Who cares? This is voted on by players. You don't agree with a lot of the list, right?
No. I don't agree with a lot of the lists, but I'm just asking you at what is the price? Because obviously, you know, as a player, I think you have you put a bigger value on what you do for the team maybe than the team necessarily does, and they proved that last year to a degree. They gave him, he was unhappy, he was sitting out or whatever, and they gave him, incentives in his contract, but they didn't really want to sign him to a new deal. So I just wonder, what is the value? What is the value on the market of Courtland Sutton?
Yeah, I mean, he's supposed to make 13.5, and so you're thinking probably, I don't know, he's not going to be at the top of the guys probably, but mid-20s, low 20s, right around there.
Ooh, I hope low 20s. I don't know if I want to go
Okay, low 20s. Then
upper
Mike.
20s.
Low 20s.
Boy, you're always looking out for your receivers, aren't you? Jeez.